Hey guys, this is Agent Mindstorm and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial video. Today I'm doing a tutorial on this right here. This is a Redstone sugarcane automatic farm that works on every version of Minecraft. Pocket Edition, Windows 10, Xbox, PlayStation, Java, any version that you build this on, it will work. And that is why this is so important. Because of all the weird redstone stuff that they've done across the editions, this is one that will work on any one of them. And now, it's similar to my melon and pumpkin farm design, but it's different enough that I feel it should have its own video. And as you can see, there it goes. It is farming like crazy. Here we've got a bunch of sugarcane in this chest. It's only been going for like 20 minutes or so, I'd say. Yeah, doing pretty good, I would say. And yeah, that is just impressive in my opinion. This farm is very efficient, it's very small, and, well, I mean, sort of small. I wouldn't say super small, but its dimensions are 7 by 21, and it's 9 blocks tall. Now, this right over here, obviously isn't 9 blocks tall, but that's because most of it's underground. And I just did that so that it looks better in the video. So, now, as you can see, this is what we are building, and yeah, so it's really efficient. I'm very glad that it works on all the versions of Minecraft, and build this in your world because it will never stop working unless there's a redstone bug, and it's great. So yeah, guys, let's start with the tutorial. The materials you will need to build that sugarcane farm over there are blocks of your choice and quite a few, 34 normal rails, 2 powered rails, 4 redstone torches, 4 hoppers, 1 minecart with hopper, 30 sand, or you can use coarse dirt. I chose sand, but it might be easier to use coarse dirt. I think sand looks better, but it's more difficult to build with. And then you'll need at least 2 water buckets, 30 pistons, 2 sticky pistons, 30 observers, 67 redstone dust, 5 redstone repeaters, sugarcane, and in my opinion, I use glass. You don't have to use glass, but I think it looks really good. So, now let's start building. So to start building, you will just place 2 blocks on the ground like this with 1 block in between them. Place a redstone torch on top of both of them, place a block on top of each redstone torch, and then place a powered rail on top of the block on top of the redstone torch. Now they should be powered rails. Now build 8 blocks out from each powered rail on all 4 different sides that the power rail's pointing to. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then connect them. And now on the other side, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then just build out in the middle 1, 2, 3, 4, and then break except for the 4th block. Now place one of your hoppers pointing into that 4th block, and now you can break the 4th block. Then place another hopper pointing into the hopper you just placed, and then place hoppers on both sides that connect into that middle hopper. This is the collection system right here that collects it from the hopper minecart and puts it in here. So this hopper will run into wherever you want. We're just going to put a chest here for demonstration purposes, but you don't really need that. So this is how your collection system probably would look, but you can build it however you want. This is just what you need for the basics. Now, just go and build your rails around here with your 34 rails. Just make like a little loop for the hopper minecart to go around, and just place them on top of the hoppers too, just like that, and there you go. You have your track. Now place your minecart hopper down, push it, and it should go in circles infinitely. Now you can test it by throwing some blocks on the track, and if when they get picked up, they end up in your little last hopper or the chest, you have built it correctly. So there you go, that's the collection system, but that's only the beginning of this system. Now, before we go any further, I would advise you to turn off minecart sounds, please. They will drive you insane while building this, and I promise you will be much better off turning them off. So now what you're going to do next is see this little spot in between the rails. You're going to place whatever block you want right in there, and there should be 15 if you count. It should go 15 blocks down, and that was weird. The hopper minecart can be in the way sometimes, but it's good to have it placed down now. So you should have your nice little strip down the middle like this. Now, just build up with your sand or coarse dirt right on top of these rails. This is why building with the sand is much more difficult than building with coarse dirt, but it looks better. Because if water somehow gets onto these rails, all the sand collapses. It's really annoying, but if you can build it right, I would recommend using sand. It just looks much better. So now, close off the ends like this, and then also build around the edges of the sand like this. So you should have a sort of almost square shape, and if you want, you can fill in the corners, but they're not really required. So then also place a block up on both sides, right on top, behind the sand, as you can see, just like I'm doing. And then the last thing you're going to, well, not really the last, but the second to last thing you're going to do is fill this with water. Now, if you only have 2 buckets, place the first one here, and the second one here. Now, this one is an infinite water source right here. See, if I place a block, it's got it right back. It's infinite water right there, so you can just get the rest of it done by just doing it like that. So as you can see, there we go. There's the water placed. Now, the last part is actually planting the sugarcane. So just go down the whole row with sugarcane. It's really fast, and also sugarcane. Anyways, now if it starts growing, if you're taking too long, you might have to just break some of it to update the system, but it'll be okay. Just place it like this, and now your system should look like this with the minecart running under it. Now, to test it, just throw a block onto the sugarcane, and if it disappears and ends up in this chest, then it works correctly. There you go. Now let's start building the difficult part, the redstone. So the first thing you're going to do with this part is place pistons right across this row right here. Just go like this all the way down so that all the piston heads are facing the sugarcane. Now the piston heads have to face the sugarcane or else they will not break it and your farm just won't work. Now, go right above the pistons here, and this part's kind of difficult. Just build like this so that this side of the observer is up. Now look on the bottom, make sure the face is looking down right at this block between the sugarcane and the observer. Now just kind of, if you're in survival, just crouch here and place down like this, but since we're in creative, we're just going to quickly fly down. It's much more efficient, but just like this, fly right across, and do that on both sides. This should use up all 30 observers, and this is the important part of the farm, or else it will not work, period. You need that. Now go behind the pistons right here and place a bunch of blocks of your choice. This is where redstone will go. Now, if you're on Pocket Edition or Bedrock Edition, you could technically place the redstone on top of the pistons, but since this is a version neutral build, we're not going to do that stuff. So now place redstone all across the top of your observers. This is also very important as it's what connects the rest of the system to the observers. Now place 1 block out at the end of the observers and 1 block out at the bottom of this down here. The blocks behind the pistons. Then place a repeater at these facing this way and these facing this way. Now place redstone down the back of these blocks here, and this will power the pistons. Now it's almost done already. Now the last part that you need to do to have it activate is place a block up like this, then place down like this, then place across like this. Now break the block down, actually you don't need that yet. So place across like this, up and side, break, and just like that, the system will activate. So, as you can see, the issue is it keeps activating. So, in the next part, we're going to fix that. So let's build the final part of the system, which fixes this terrible, annoying, piston-loud death noise. To fix this terrible, terrible sound, oh no, both sides have started doing it now. Basically, come over here. Build a block down here, and build it across like this. Now place your 3 remaining redstone dusts right there. Now come right here, place a repeater, set it on 2 ticks, and then place a block that the repeater is going into. Place redstone torches on both sides of this block, and place sticky pistons on top of both redstone torches, facing into this block here. Now you're probably just going to need to reset it first, and now as you can see, the system has stopped working, and now if it activates, we'll quickly see it doesn't go crazy this time. And it should only activate one side at a time now, because what used to happen is both sides would activate, but then I fixed it by slightly changing the design. So as you can see, this is pretty much done here. The last thing you're going to do is, of course, box in the sugarcane so that it doesn't escape when it breaks. So just do this, what I'm doing right here, build a cross on the sugarcane, just build right up so that there's a wall in between the 2 sugarcane walls and so that it won't fall in the middle, and then also just build right here, right on the side of the piston, so the sugarcane should be fully enclosed in the area down here. So as you can see, some sugarcane has already fallen into the farm, it's activating, it's working, and it's actually getting some of the sugarcane down here. Isn't that cool, guys? That is how you make a fully automatic sugarcane farm that works on any version of Minecraft. But do you believe me? I doubt you do. until you're going to build it yourself. So let me prove it to you. So this is the world that we were just in, converted to the Bedrock Edition. As you can see at the top of the screen, we got the beta text. In the menus, they don't move with the cursor, and this stupid menu is here. So how do you know it works in Bedrock Edition? Well, we can either wait for it to activate, or we can force it to ourselves. So now, one thing that I will mention is for some reason, whenever you convert a world, any current Hopper minecarts need to be fixed. Now, I don't know why this is, but you need to destroy the Hopper minecart and then just replace it. I don't know why this happens. It's a bug. I really hope they fix it because it's kind of annoying. But any Hopper minecarts in your world, just break them and replace them as soon as you get the update because it'll just make it much easier for you. Just push it off again and it should start working as usual. So as you can see, it is now going in circles and it should start picking stuff up now if we just wait. Yeah, as you can see, it works now. It's just really finicky sometimes. So now let's make it activate ourselves. So let's get this. Let's place it down there. As you can see, it updates. And there we go. It works. This farm works in all versions of Minecraft, console, Java. I'm not going to show you on Java because that's just going too far. I think you can understand at this point that it works on any version. So for now, I do want to tell you all. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.